Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Pada semua pelajar-pelajar UiTM yang dikasihi dan dirahmati Allah. Today we are on the chapter 3, managing the business. So for this chapter, so you focus on the learning objective, which we have already identified here. So this will be your learning objective for today's lecture. So if you can understand all this topic, learning objective that we want to teach you for today, that's good enough lah, for your today lecture. Okay, so definition of management, organization and managers. So we have three parts now. One is what is management, what is organization, and what is managers. And then out of all these three, how we measure them, and then their functions, and their levels, and their management skill, and the management rules. So this is what we need to learn today lah. Okay, managing a business. Number one just now, what is management? The management process function. So we have these four functions: planning, organizing, leading, and controlling. We'll go in detail after this, but important thing for management subject, you must memorize these four functions. POLC. In short form, memorize in your head that is POLC is the basic management function: planning, organizing, leading, and controlling, which will go in detail. But for sure, in anywhere in the world, if you study management, there'll be one question in the exam on this POLC. So I'm giving you tips now. Please understand this, so you can answer already one question in your examination. On this question on management function and process. So focus on this one important topic. Okay, then managing a business. What is managing a business? Level of management. So in any management, there should be three levels for sure: first line management, middle management, and top management. First line management is the, let's say in a factory, is the supervisors. First supervisor who supervises the worker, we call it first line management. Middle management are managers in the organization, like in big factory, like say car manufacturing. So we have manager for operation, manager for production, manager for human resources, manager for procurement, manager for sales, so forth lah. So these people, we call it middle management. Top management, usually only one person, the chief executive officer, or in bahasa Melayu we call it ketua executive. Good example in Malaysia lah, if we're talking about the whole country, who is your top management managing the country? The Prime Minister, Perdana Menteri adalah our top management. Simple as that. Then the management skill. For example, the technical skill, human skill, conceptual skill. For the first line manager, they need the technical skill because they are going to do the production for the factory. Number two, human skill will be the human resources manager, which these people will recruit the workers to work in the factory. So their job is very important to get the right person to do the job at the right position of the factory. Otherwise, we got wrong people, wrong skill running a factory, you won't get the right production that what the factory want to produce. Three is conceptual skills. This one more for the middle management. If you are talking production manager, you must have idea how you want to implement the production of your factory. You need help to come with conception, how to do the concept, how to do the planning. This we call it conceptual skill to manage the production. Okay, we go back to the definition of management. Definition of management is the process of administering and coordinating resources effectively, efficiently, and in effort to achieve the goals of the organization. That's Lewis says. Okay, so in short, I just explain to you in short lah. Senang you nak faham. Katalah, let's say now in the college, simple, in the college. So what is my role as the manager? My role is a manager, and I have what I have in the college, in my organization. I have student. So my job is to produce the student when they first come to the college to study. Let's say you study diploma in hotel management, or diploma in business, or diploma in office technology, and so forth. You know nothing about the subject, right? You don't have any information or any knowledge on the subject of business, subject of office administration, subject of hotel operation. So you will start learning in the college for the next 2.5 years on the particular subject you are taking. So my job as a manager or top management, is to administer the process, coordinating the resources of the factory of the college, efficiently, in my effort to achieve the goals of the organization. Goal ni tujuan lah. Tujuan college. What is our tujuan college? Tujuan college is to produce good result for the student. Supaya student, so that the student can have a good result, they can continue to do their degree, or they can go to work, will be accepted by the industry. So that is my job, to make sure the process from teaching, learning, examination, all that now you are going to study 2.5 years in the college, I have to manage and administer and coordinating with my lecturers. And all, like say you're taking your ITM program, we are coordinating somewhere with your ITM. What are the quality that your ITM need us to teach you, so that you can, in the next 2.5 years when you graduate, you can be the best student. Everybody can become best, can have a best student. What I'm trying to say, to get a good, very good result. Or we call it here 4 flat lah, 4.0, 4 flat. To got 4 flat, you need only to achieve any exam about 80% mark, not 100% mark. Nobody got 100% mark in the world. Nobody go to exam got 100% mark. Unless it's simple exam lah. So that is my goals, to administer and to make sure all of you to get the best result. This is simple that I give you example in a college or in an organization such as college. Same thing if you're talking about car factory. Same thing you're talking about furniture factory. The same principle apply. That is what is management is all about. I hope the simple explanation can get you some basic idea already. So you read further on the definition of management, will help you to understand further. Don't stop here what I explained to you. Okay, what is definition of manager? An organization member who is responsible for planning, organization, leading and control. Again, I said you POLC, you must memorize in your head the activities of the organization so that the goals are achieved. So here, just now, what is my job? My job is a manager to plan, to organize, to plan all your studies, to organize all your study, to lead you, leading you. For example, we in our college we have to get lecturers lah to teach you, to lead you, and then to control the activities. So make sure the quality, the lecturers, the material that we give you must have qualities. So that is our controlling I have to do. I cannot give you rubbish for you to study, to the rubbish material for you to read, because it doesn't help you. So that is my job as a controlling. So that is manager's job. Decide and organization goals and allocate the use resources to achieve the goal. So I explained just now. So I have to allocate the lecturers, if you face to face, the classes, the libraries, what you call it, the IT labs, all kind of resources that we need to prepare for your study. So same thing like in a car factory. They are organized to have all the raw material to come in, and then to make the raw material into mold the body of the car, the engine of the car, for example. These are all the resources they have to the manager's job in order to achieve the goals of the car factory to produce a good car. Similar to all the factory lah, furniture or all kind of factory. Okay, 9-step developing plan of action. Includes defining goals, establishing strategy, and developing plans to coordinate activities. I already explained just now. What all the activities, the plans that we have to do. And then, after that, to coordinate this activity. The activities cannot run on their own. They need coordination. That is the job of the manager lah. Yeah. Types of management plan. So what do I have to do? First thing, I have as a manager, I have to do the management plan. Standing plans, policies, procedures, and rules. For example, I go back again to our college. You are the student. We have policies for you to follow. We have procedures for you to follow. We have rules for you to follow in order you can become a good student and can learn to get the best from our college. Single-use plan, this is more on administration lah. Our budgeting, our promotion, marketing. That's how we do to get you to study in our place lah. Yeah. So this is again my job as the manager. Same thing it also happen in other organizations and factories. Yeah. Leading. Okay, just now we have plan number 2. Organize. Number 3 now is leading. Yeah. POLC. Remember again. In your exam, when answer come, when you ask the question, this POLC must come out from your brains to answer, and you have to explain it the best you can. So leading, POLC, planning sudah, organization sudah, now leading. Encourage and coordinate individual and groups so that they work to organizational goals. So let's say now, very simple again, I go back to the college lah. How the lecturer, all and the administrator, my staff, must coordinate. For example, from start to prepare to register you in our college, to register your subject with UITM, to plan for your timetable, to plan for your classes, to plan for your lecturers, to plan for me, like say my class, I have to give you video lectures, because then the lecturer can teach you easier in the class. Those to my subject lah. So all this I have to lead, so that everybody will coordinate, will work as a team to achieve our goals. Tujuan tadi, goals, tujuan. Like football lah, when football you have to score the goal. So kita pun sama jugalah, is tujuan. In playing football, what is your tujuan? Is to score goal. Same thing. In a company, we have to score our goal, our tujuan. Tujuan tadi here, in our college, we need to produce good student which get a good result. That is our goals. Yeah? Of course, we cannot get all of you good result. Depend on you again, because you are our customer. If you don't study what we teach you, all the teaching, we need to transfer the knowledge to you, and you can't understand and you cannot transfer to you. And then when we ask you the question during exam, you're going to answer. You cannot answer properly or in full. Then, of course, you cannot become the best student or the good student or full-fledged student, we call it in the college. Yeah, I just give you example organization like college because you are part of the organization, easier for you to understand. I give you example about car factory, furniture factory. You never been there. I seen all this. Easier for me to understand. What about you? So I think I give you our college as an organization. I think easier for you to understand. Of course, you read further lah. Huh? On the other organization in factory, in cars, in big operation like Petronas, TNB, Microsoft. Well, you can read how their organization, how they plan organization, lead and control. It will give you more knowledge for you. So learning is part we teach. The second part is learning. Learning is many ways. Those we teach you, and those you go and read further from books we give you, notes give you from the internet now very easy. Yeah, you don't even have to waste your time to go library. Everything is the internet. For me now, internet is the biggest library in the world. We don't have a library also, it's okay. No problem. Everything you can get down there. Books, notes, everything you can get down there. Videos, lectures, everything. Even my lecture I post to internet, in the YouTube. Other colleges also are listening to my lectures. So definition of a leader: people who can influence the behavior of others without having to rely on force for those accepted by others. So leader like me, yeah. If I can ask my lecturer to teach for you this subject, and they can teach it, and don't have to teach it, then I'm a good leader. Simple as that only, kan? Take yourself. You know your father or mother asks you to buy something, groceries, yeah, barang-barang runcit from the shop. You have to go. But then now online, you have to listen to the lecture online. Lecture start 9 a.m. Your mother asks you to go to buy sayur in the market. Can you go? You cannot. So what you do? You ask your little brother or your other sisters who are doing nothing at home to buy for you. And he go and buy the same thing that your mother need and bring back and give it to you, and you give to your mother. Then you are a good leader already. Simple, right? You are a good leader already. Because you can influence and lead somebody else to do your thing without you doing your thing. That's what is meaning here. Understand? Yeah? Okay? So, definition of leadership, the process of directing the behavior of others toward the accomplishment, some objective or causing individuals to act on certain way or to follow a particular cause. I already explained to you now how you can ask your brother to do the job for you and get implemented, which is supposed you have to do it. Yeah, simple as that. Yeah. So this is the basic thing. Once you understand this thing, you are home ready for the understanding of leadership. Again, what is it? Leadership, motivating and directing the members of the organization so that to contribute to the achievement of the goals of the organization. Yes, just now you ask your brother or sisters, you direct them to buy things. So in like big organization, like in a college, I go back to the college, easy for you. Yeah, how I need to direct all the lecture to give the best lecture to you. What is the best lecture to give to you? I told them you must have the video lecture. You must have the note posted in your LMS, learning management system. You know the U future lah. In your case, we call it U future lah. And post the notes of the lecture. Post the module that we prepare for you. And then we also post you ebook because you're online now. You can go to library. And then I said, look, another one more video lecture in the YouTube on the specific subject, like say today's subject, 5 to 10 minutes posted in your U-Future. So your job very easy. You just go to the U-Future, all the material, the basic material will be posted there for you to study and to get good result in your exam. But of course, you want to study more for your benefits, for your future, look further in the internet, all the information on the subject that we teach you, you'll be a better person. You'll be learn more than your colleague. We are just depending on our material. Okay, what is leadership involved? Creating a vision of the future, devising strategy, communicating vision. Okay, creating a vision of the future. In my organization as a manager, I told my staff, all the students, at least I'm looking 75% of my students will have a good result of 4.0. That is my vision, 4.0. Till to date, we achieved about 50%, which is short of 25%. Because the problem is not ours sometimes, but also the student. If the student lazy, everything, they cannot get a 4.0 pointer CGPA, then I can't blame the lecturer. But we have a vision how we also going to motivate this lazy student to work hard to achieve 4.0 CGPA. Then devising strategy for achieve the vision. For example, UITM asks us to teach, but the strategy of teaching is dependent on us. So what I have in my class, first I lecture I recorded my lecture. Then we have this lecture note, and then we have the module we prepare to you, module of the subject to simplify. If you no time to read in detail the book, at least you get the module for you to understand the subject easier. And then we have the e-book. You can read further, deeper your knowledge from the e-book. Maybe after you read the module, you want to understand further, do refer to the books that we post. And then we also give you another video from the YouTube on the similar subject by other lecturers that will give you more other understanding on the subject. Then we have devising strategy for achieve the vision. Of course, we have meeting weekly with all the lecturers and also the management staff, administration staff, to devise the strategy, how they can work as a teamwork to achieve the vision that I need for the college, that is to create at least 75% our student achieve the CGPA 4.0. Yeah? This same thing lah. If you're talking about car manufacturing, in furniture or in any other manufacturing, they will do the same thing. I give you again, for a simple example, is what I did in the college. Communicating to the vision so that everyone understand and believe in it. Communicating is very important because I say something to 10 of my staff, 20 of my staff. Each of them would sometimes understand fully, sometimes understand halfly, some of them quarterly, or maybe some of them don't understand at all what I'm communicating with them. This is the very important. How we communicate effectively, how our strategy and our vision can be understood by all the 20 or 30 staff in my organization. So communicating is not talking. Yeah, I can talk to them, instruct them. As I said, they don't understand. So we have a two-way system. After my instruction to them, then I will ask them to give their views, feedback, so that they understand what we are telling them on our strategy and vision. So this, for good leadership, you must have a two-way system. You communicate, then you ask back and see whether they understand your vision or not. Importance of leadership. So for sure, we make contribution to the organization. For example, just now, as a manager, what I contribute to produce good results to them. Yeah, to get 75% of my student will get 4.0 CGPA. Okay, enhance and obtain cooperation. Just now I said, with my all staff, we have the marketing staff, we have the lecturer, we call it academic staff, we have the administration staff, we have registration staff, we have the co-curriculum staff. So how we need to enhance cooperation of all these different section of the staff, so that how big the mountain also the organization who can carry it through what? Through encourage teamwork from all the different section of the staff. And then also how to motivate all of these different section of the staff to achieve the goals again. So that is importance of leadership. Okay, we have types of power, source of power. Okay, we call it control over information. So legitimate power that stems from formal authority. For example, in our case, again talking about here, in our case is a college. So we have instruction from Kementerian Pengajian Tinggi. This is the law they have to follow. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So we have to follow. We have also, since we are doing UITM franchise program for you, and then we have the power from the UITM which instruct us, this is what you need to be done. This is legitimate power. We cannot question. We just need to follow them. Otherwise, we are not. They won't. For example, the Kementerian Pengajian Tinggi won't renew our license, and they can also take action on us if we don't follow their laws or the legitimate power that already instruct us to do. UITM, you don't follow them, well, they even terminate our franchise. There's so many colleges in Malaysia before. There are about 30 over colleges who have franchised UITM. Now only left 12 only, including ours. Information position inherent and in the formal position leaders hold. For example, before me, there's a manager already running the college. So I just follow those already the instruction or the system which the former manager used to follow through. So we call it inherent. Kita ambil alih from the earlier manager. We not necessarily to follow all 100% lah, but if the laws or the practice by the former manager can be used, we just continue. So continue, so we call it inherent. We take follow through from the previous manager. Coercive, this is power to discipline, punish without. So like say in our we in our organization, like in college again, you the student, if you don't follow our instruction, so we can punish you by reducing your mark, or you don't attend the class, we will say that okay, you don't attend the class, we'll deduct your 10% of your final exam, all kind of things. But those who have full class, who achieve 100%, we give what reward we can give them. This we call it coercive power. As a position, as a manager, you can do it. Okay. And then down there, derive from interpersonal relationship between leader and the follower. And then, okay, personal. Down there, reference, ability to influence others based on personal liking, charismatic, and reputation. For example, they go down there, put their Dr. Mahdi lah. Dr. Mahdi, they want to set the multimedia super corridor. Everybody don't understand MSc during those days lah. Now everybody understand. When Mahdi as Prime Minister want to start, so nobody understand this new multimedia super corridor, or we call it like America. There in America, you call it Silicon Valley. That mean like IT city lah. New business on IT kind of thing. So when Mahdi want to talk about MSc, multimedia super corridor, nobody understand. So that's how he has to influence. That's why in Malaysia, Dr. Mahdi managed to do it Now we have it Cyberjaya. Cyberjaya is one of the brainchild of MADE. Both come from the idea of MSc, of the Multimedia Support Corridor. Who is MADE? MADE at that time is the leader. He's the manager of the country lah. Prime Minister we can call also as the manager of the country. Expert, number two, power to influence another person because expert knowledge and competence. Who are expert people? Doctor, engineer, lawyer. So you don't know anything, you refer to lawyer. He's the expert. You have to follow the lawyer, right? Advice. You cannot advise the lawyer. Surah terbalik. You go see doctor. Doctor said, eat this medicine. You cannot say to the doctor, I eat another medicine. Cannot. Because he expert. He knows what your sickness, what is the right medicine. So, expert is another source of power also lah. Because you follow the fellow, that means he has a power over you lah. Correct or not? Yeah? Reward derived from control over tangible benefits, for example, promotion, work schedule. Pengarah campus UiTM. Okay. For example, those people who working with UiTM, after 10 years they're working, they do a good job in the UiTM, the student clever, they run their department very efficiently, then UiTM top management will reward this person. You now become pengarah of new campus UiTM in Seremban, for example, or in Melaka. So this one also reward. Reward also is another source of power. When you see you want to get the reward, you work hard. You work hard to achieve it, and that also give the person a source of power over you because of the reward. We call it, kalau apa tu kita cakap pakai carrot lah. You give a carrot, then the bird will come and bite ni lah. Monkey, you give the banana lah, show the banana. They say you carry this one, ask the monkey to pluck the coconut. You tengok tak monkey pergi petik buah kelapa. After dia petik buah kelapa, the owner of the monkey will give them banana kan, pisang. So that's another reward also lah. So the person have the control, have the power over the monkey lah. Yeah. Okay. Simple as that. I give you simple example. If you can understand, you're done already, my student. You are running diploma, you're not running PhD. Yeah. These are the basic knowledge for you for your future bachelor, masters, and PhD. Every can do it. I got 3 PhD now. So 5 masters. So everyone can do. I'm not a smart student before. Kalau dulu macam you now got 3 to 5 credit, my level of education pun macam tu juga. I don't have 10 credit like those people got today. Yeah. Definition of organizing. Okay, we have plan, POLC kan. Okay, now organizing. PO lah. Just now we talking about leading. Either one pun tak kisahlah. But you can put POLC or PLOC pun boleh. Tak ada hal. But important, the 4 things tu. Planning, organization, leading, control. Mesti ada. Whichever one tak kisahlah. But of course, number 1 you must have a planning lah. Number 2, either you can put, it's good to put organizing. And then number 3, you lead kan. Number 4, control. But in teaching, we can, either way pun tak apalah. Means to structure, arrange relationship between people. The work to be done and facility to so that the goal achieved. Contoh you tengok dalam gambar ni lah. How you organizing these things in the room. If you don't have a proper cabinet, do you think you have to take more space to organizing all the blue and red box? For sure kan? But you have the cabinet, then you organize it properly, then you save more space. You can use the space for other thing, and you also can have a more neat, cantik lah, lebih cantik dan teratur. So that's how organizing is meaning is all about. So same thing like in my college, I need to organize where is my department of academic department, where it should be my accounts department, where should be my marketing department, where is my student department, where is my library. So we need to organize properly so that when you come and study in future face to face, now online is okay lah. Face to face, the organizing of all our department and positioning of them make easier for you to move around and study. Some people, they have all the department but disorganized. That is bad. So this is what we meaning on the definition of organizing. Okay, so same thing lah. Open system, communicating among people with specific content, purpose of achieving common goals through cooperating. So a group of individuals who work together towards common goal, as Louis said. So you organize all your department together to achieve the goals, tujuan tadi. Like say in our case, tujuan kita to produce the good result for our student. Monitoring how well the organization achieve goals and take action with it. So monitoring is what we call it the C lah, controlling lah, POLC lah. Planning, organization, leading, and the part last one is controlling. How I have to controlling the planning? How as a manager control the organize? How to organize? 3, how he's going to lead it. And this is all these 3 components to achieve the goals again, tujuan tadi. So this is what we call it controlling or monitoring. Okay, definition of control, making something happen the way it was planned to happen. Daripada planning tadi, apa you kena buat? A, B, C, D, E, F. So when you control, they must follow A, B, C, D, E, F. Cannot be A, C, D, C, E. Tak boleh. Then your control is gone already. Kaput already, sudah hancur. Defining the process the manager through the control, macam saya cakap tadi. Okay, definition of control, systematic process through which managers regulate organization activities to make them consistent with the expectation to establish its plans. Plan tadi kan, nombor 1 planning tadi. And to have to achieve and predetermined standard of performance, go through all the process to achieve the goals tadi. What is our goal in the college? To produce good student. That is definition of controlling. Okay, so of course in the controlling just now we have to setting the standard performance. We have to measure again yang you punya your control the job to measure whether they achieve on what you have planned. Then comparing from the actual performance and standard yang you already set and the implementation sama tak? Kita kata ABC, dia buat ABC tak? Or they do ACB. Itu comparing the actual performance and the standard. Kita nak standard 1, 2, 3. There's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. They start 1, 4, 5, 3, 2, 1. Then tak follow standard. Misalnya lah. So this is part of the controlling. Responding to deviation. Then kalau dia buat salah deviation, suppose 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. They do 1, 5, 4, 2. They debate already. So how we advise these people to do the corrective measures. So itulah things. You can go deeper. What is the basic thing? What is controlling is about? 3 types of controlling. Preventive, focus on detecting undesirable material, financial, human resources. Preventive. From the start, you think that this plan is not going to work. So how you prevent it so that it does not go to the waste. You see the material come. You see there's some defect in the material. You know that this material, you use it for the production, is going to be bad because it's going to cannot produce a good product. Let's say just now we take a factory, buat furniture. There's one piece of wood they buy, looks sudah dekat busuk, is some part of the wood rotten. So of course you have to be preventive to take out or throw away the bad wood. Because if we use that wood for the furniture, then one part of the furniture is going to be bad. This we call it preventive measure lah. Simple as that kan. In our college, what we do preventive measure. We check your result from before student enter our program diploma. What diploma you have to take? You want to take diploma in banking? We check whether you have credit in mathematics or not. If you don't have credit mathematics, we said, sorry, you cannot take diploma in banking. You must take other diploma, maybe diploma in hotel management. We don't need you to have a credit in mathematics. So these are the preventive measure what we do to check the student punya result before you enter each program that is suitable for you. Otherwise, you don't have a good mathematics, you take banking, you are going to show to fail because there's so many mathematics subject that you have to take in a banking, statistics subject you have to take in a banking. If you're no good at mathematics, how are you going to pass the subject? So that is, we call it preventive measure, so that you as a product you're going to bring in can produce at the end of the day. Yeah, you student, we consider you as a raw material lah. Barang yang belum ada ni apa-apa lagi. Macam main furniture, kita bawa one piece of wood, that is a raw material. In a car factory, they bring the besi, the steel before they make into mold, jadikan badannya. So in college, what are the raw material? Student is our raw material. Simple as that, not? You understand it, my friend? You're good already lah. I'm giving you very simple lecture. I don't think so you can get simple lecture like what I'm teaching you. Concurrent screening control. Focus on the transformation process to ensure that it's functional properly. So, one you got the weed out, ataupun kita tapis lah, weed out, kita tapis student tadi, dan dia pun telah ambil, they come to the right subject, diploma they're going to take, then we screen further to make sure they are suitable for the subject. Sometimes even after some 1 or 2 semester, the student also said, sorry sir, I cannot continue with this subject, very heavy. And some student, I tell you honestly, they just berhenti from another college, they come to our college. Whereas in our college, we say, well, if you don't really cannot follow this diploma in this diploma, you still can change to other diploma. And this is allowable by the Kementerian Pengajian Tinggi or our Malaysian government. So it's no need for you to stop from our college and run to another college and take another program. But we receive a few students like that. Maybe that college didn't give a proper counseling. They just stop, run away, and they join us. We accept them, no issue, because we cannot say you cannot study in our place. In the democratization of policy of United Nations, every human being have the right to study. Unless we don't have the program you want to study, then sorry lah, we cannot offer you. But if you want to come to our place and the program is there, approved by the government, we cannot say no to you as long you have the syarat-syarat kemasukan is there. Okay, the third part is the feedback, post-action, corrective. Focus on discovering undesirable output and implementing corrective action. Okay, in case now we take back our college now, there are some students, we call it late developers or late bloomers. They study, but some students learn faster. Some students slow learner. That is natural, bukan benda tu dibuat-buat. Because every human being, Allah SWT God create us, Allah create us different. This is where our lecturers are very important to detect every student which are slow, so that how we can help them to be at par with those fast learner student. So these are what we do. We get the feedback from the pre-test, from the post-test, from the quiz we give you. So that is the post-action we take from the student, so that we can evaluate you. So the learning process is 3 parts. One is the teaching and learning. Second part is the learning. First part is the teaching. Second is teaching done by our lecturers. Learning part is done by the student. And then the last part is assessment. This is a post-action. We assess what we teach you. So from there we know whether you learn or not, whether we have transfer the knowledge we want to send to you. So we teach, you learn. What you learn? If you can transfer the teaching to you, you understand, then we call it, we manage to transfer it to you. But for you to learn, then you have to construct your own knowledge. This is another thing to understand. That means what you learn, you have to construct to understand it yourself. Once you understand what we teach you, that means you manage to construct your own knowledge. That knowledge will stick in your mind forever. You understand or not? So understand, you as a student, what is your role, okay, for you to success in our college. Management level skill, I already mentioned this just now. Top manager, let's say the manager lah, CEO lah, ketua executive, only must be one. But sometimes big corporation, they have two executive, two CEO, for example. And sometimes there's one CEO, but then down to them they have 2 or 3 deputy CEO, deputy ketua executive. So this ketua executive and they have 3 or 4 deputy executive, we call it top level managers lah. In American system, they call it vice president 1, vice president 2, vice president 3. British system, we follow British system. Kita ada general manager, and then they have manager 1, manager 2, manager 3. These all people, we call it top level managers. Middle level managers, this is the assistant manager. All the manager in the middle level, below the top level manager, we call it middle level manager. They can call it assistant manager or deputy vice president, all kind of thing. But it's the same function lah. Different country using different terminology. Don't get confused. It's a different thing. It's all the same. Read further. Find out further the similarity. Frontline managers, okay, this is like say manager of production, manager of operation, human resources manager, manager of procurement, manager for sales. These are all frontline managers. I give you very simple already, my friend. So should be understand very easy. Okay, these are 3 manager level. Yang top, okay, yang as I said tadi, the top one, what they do? Establish objective, policy, strategy, and make long-term decision. So who are these? The CEO, the president, or the deputy president? They are the policy maker. Like say in my college, I am the president. My policies, one policy lah, there are many policy. To make sure we achieve 75% student got result CGPA 4.0 flat. That is a policy lah, done by the CEO. Simple as that. Car factory, the policy said they need to produce 1,000 unit car a month. This is a policy lah. So how they can introduce it? That is the next step lah. Middle, interpret top management. Let's say now the top management now said they want to produce car 1,000 cars a year. So how they want to interpret the top management directives into the operation so that they can plan to produce 1,000 car a year. Simple as that lah. And also the marketing manager, how are you going to sell the car 1,000 car a year? A year lah, a month or a year lah, whatever. And then the human resources manager, how are you going to recruit people to produce the 1,000 car a year? This is the middle level manager jobs. Top manager, give instruction, give policy, and tell them how to strategize. Implementation will be the middle level manager. Low, okay, direct and support work on non-managerial personnel, make short-term operation decision. This I always say the first line manager lah, what we call it, the supervisor. The supervisor who supervise different department of the organization. For example, like car manufacturers now, the supervisor in charge of production, the supervisor in charge of quality control, the supervisor in charge of marketing, sales, the supervisor in charge of procurement, macam tu lah. So you easily must understand, differentiate these 3 level of management. This is very easy and good to understand. For your future when you start working, you know where position you start. Manager skill, okay. There are 3 basic, okay. Technical skill, as I said just now, technical skill will be people in the operation. Human skill, yeah, these are human resources. Conceptual skill, these are the top level management who plan the concept and strategy. So these are the things I think already discussed a lot just now. Okay, in summary, okay, number one, summary mean we go back to the objective lah. Just now when we start the class. So for you student, first you must very particularly focus on the objective, and then you see whether the summary that we give you, you understand already, then the objective has been fulfilled. Then your job of today of learning, we have a transfer knowledge to you, has been completed. Done deal already. Yeah. So in summary, management is a process of planning. They give you already just now. All managers perform for basic function, PLOC. Yeah. Manager has maintained network relationship outside organization. Managers have to collect, disseminate, transmit information. My manager not only maintain among the organization, for example, the car manufacturer just now. The managers not only maintain inside the car factory, but they also have to network with the outside the organization, the suppliers, the buyer of the car, all kinds of other external that supporting your organization. So that is your networking with the external organization. So this three level management, I just explain you the skill, everything. So it's good ready. We have a 50 minutes lecture. You have a class of 3 hours that the lecturer will bring you on more detail and explain, and you discuss further everything you understand. Yeah, it's good to listen the video I've recorded. Normally I posted earlier for you to learn, and one more again they will bring to the class to listen to you and discuss part by part of my lecture. Yeah. So thank you very much. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. May Allah bless you. You have a good rest and study on the subject. Thank you very much. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.